Ghosties on second.
Welcome. This is Hangin with the Gulf Shores Ghosties, session 2. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. This is going to be an open house style call. So, listener, watcher, as the podcast is going on, people might be joining and dropping as the next hour or so goes. So just bear with us, have fun, roll with the punches, just enjoy it. This is exactly what it felt like when we were hanging out in the living room at Gulf Shores. Some people wanted to go to the beach. Some people wanted to sit and chill and play Monopoly Deal. Some people, like Thomas, he was always in the corner playing the guitar. We were like, dude, enough guitar. I was joking. Nobody played guitar the whole time.
Did I miss something?
All right, so let me go ahead and just do some introductions. We all know him. We all love him. My co-host, Corey Dial.
Oh, yeah.
Over here in the Kristen corner, we have both Kristen and Kayla from Jacksonville / St. Augustine.
Yay.
Duval. Yeah. Down in the corner over here, we have Thomas, one of my roommates from session 2. And on the opposite corner, we have Lily, who is just one of the coolest people you'll ever meet. And she can also just like bring the house down with some show tunes.
Yeah. She looks like my sister-in-law inside.
Okay, so we were just talking, Corey and I were just talking before the call, like how we have trouble like remembering session 1 because session 2 memories are just like top of mind, you know?
Yeah.
So
that's primarily it.
That's the real reason. Let me start with Thomas. Thomas, just name 2 things that were standout moments, whether it was personal or even just like as a group. 2 standout moments from the trip.
Personally, playing pickleball with Brad
Yeah.
was top for sure. Yeah, he's so fun, so much energy, so much just like I don't know. That's how dudes bond, playing sports.
Yeah.
But group thing. I mean, probably just you with the jellyfish. Good time. I wish I was there, but I mean, all I've heard is secondhand stories and through the podcast. But yeah, that's just so funny. So
Freaking A.
Freaking A.
I had no idea. Like when that moment happened, the moment came and went, and then the next day we're recording the pod, and Brad opens up with that story, and I was like, I didn't realize that was a thing. Like,
oh yeah,
it's really funny that was a thing.
Session 1, you guys will hear this when we recap session 1, but session 1 is the dragonfly. Caleb ate a dragonfly like the first night, and so session 2 is the jellyfish.
Yeah,
so
dragonfly, jellyfish,
yeah,
land,
one
air,
with
and
nature.
sea. Yeah, one with nature.
Literally, you got
Hey,
glued on.
Welcome, Haley.
Hello.
Hey.
Let's go ahead and turn that camera sideways, Hale.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It's the meme queen. Yeah, that's what it is for her now.
Kelly is joining. What's up, Kelly?
How in the world? Okay.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. It's about to get wild up in here.
So on the topic of the jellyfish, I forget Isaac specifically says like there's jellyfish around. If someone picks it up, and I think initially I thought you were like gonna actually pick it up, and I was like, you're gonna get stung like no matter what. I truly didn't know that they would leave their
residue, their goo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you could see like you had some marks of stuff on you once you were like, you flopped it.
Yeah.
So,
that was ridiculous. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it's really funny that he decided, Nathan Coley, who edited the episode, decided to put the freaking A into the theme song.
That was awesome.
I know.
And multiple times.
I know. I felt like very honored. I was like, okay.
It's also funny because Brad specifically starts it out telling the story saying like, Caleb, if your kids tell your kids to turn it off, and then Nathan like infused it into the theme song. Which you already said like,
my kids have heard that.
My kids hear me say it all the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to be better about that. I know it's like not real language, but I don't want especially when our 4-year-old says it, and I'm like, oh. By the way, what are some of you guys' favorite Christian cuss words?
Frick is a classic. Just classic Frick.
Right.
Classic.
I like fudge.
Oh,
Hey, it's Haley's mini me.
this is a great topic for the audience.
Stinking was a popular one for me.
What was it?
Stinking, like stinking.
I was thinking. Yeah.
No.
Mm.
Bird. I guess that's not really a word.
Stinky.
Haley, what's your daughter's name?
Eloise. You say hi?
Louise.
Hi.
Hi,
They can see
Eloise.
you. I'm cooking dinner right now because I thought this was an hour, away. So
No worries. Like I said, this is open house style. Come pop in and out whenever you want to. But
All right.
what are you making for dinner?
Chicken, rice
Yeah.
with some mushrooms and broccoli and
Nice.
yeah.
Very similar to what I made prior to
Yeah.
this.
Nice.
Go white people dinners.
Yeah. I made
Yeah.
fajitas last night. I was like, I'm missing the, Ghost Runners food. So I made fajitas last night. How to do that. So
Sweet.
Very nice. I just took a quick picture of our screen to send into the chat.
And she immediately went off camera. Okay, so we asked Thomas his top 2 moments.
Oh, yeah.
Kristen, Kayla, what about you? You can answer collectively because you spent most of your time together, or you can.
Hey, we separated on purpose. We made separate friends on purpose.
Yeah.
Hey, so did we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much at all. Yeah. Just slept in the same.
I really enjoyed playing pickleball.
Me too.
Because here we don't have anyone to play pickleball with. So it was nice to like play with people who could play.
Yeah.
So
Same.
that was really nice.
And then I really liked karaoke because hearing Timon sing "Waving Through a Window," I would have paid all my money. Like I would have paid again for the trip just to hear that. I mean, that was worth it right there.
Guys, I made a really sappy video last night. It was like 11 p.m. I went outside my back porch. I was just like a 1-minute video, and I almost sent it to the group, and I was like, that was just too sappy. Like one of the things I said in it, I was like, guys, like I think we caught lightning in a bottle on this trip. Like it was, I was like, I know a lot of us had to take time off work and like leave our families and paid money, but it was worth it. Like this trip was so worth it. And I was thinking that too. I was like, man, karaoke night alone was worth driving 7 hours to Gulf Shores.
Amen.
Doing all that stuff. Like, I mean, karaoke night was bananas. And then also like later after karaoke night was when Lily and Kara and I played Monopoly Deal with Time and played Spot It and like stuff. So that was like, again, I know I've said that like 11 times now, but that's just like such a special moment, like that little tiny game night moment. But like every night was game night. And every day was beach days and just hanging out, having casual conversations with the guys. Like we lived the
I wouldn't say specifically karaoke was worth 7-hour drive for me since I did, but
that
I also
tracks.
participate in karaoke. But I think ordinarily, if I would be comfortable in participating in karaoke, it would be when people, like a decent amount of people who can't sing already, would be singing.
when the Spice Girls did their thing, that was bananas, dude. So
it was also surrounded by Timon or someone, Mariah or whoever singing. So it was tough to want to be like, sure, yeah, I'll go sing and sing
Exactly.
Brothers or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, we should have done Burn It Up.
I know you said it, and I said absolutely not. I will not.
I think you either like have a great voice and have fun with karaoke, an okay voice and have fun with it, or a bad voice and like that is fun. And like
I feel a little like offended that you're like, or a bad voice.
No, I'm like you think you do.
Like well, compare it to like other people.
Listen, dude, you do not have a bad voice. I've heard it. I'm saying we should have Burn It Up next year.
Do it.
If we do karaoke next year.
Welcome Hannah Jennings to the chat. Sorry. How's it going, Hannah?
It's going good. How are y'all?
Doing well. We're kind of going through some of like our top 2 takeaways, moments from the trip. Maybe not even top 2, just 2 that happen to be standouts. When I was trying to do my top 5 in the chat last night, I was like, why did I get myself into this?
You went like, you did more than 5.
Honestly,
I woke up to nothing. This is a lot.
I could have done 8 more. Like, darn it. I just love everything. Okay, so Kristen and Kayla, you guys were in the middle of it. I interrupted.
I think it's a
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Ball and karaoke.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Let's just do those. I mean,
Yeah.
there was nothing that like it was just like overall, just like amazing. Like
And-
we drove away and just like
And we were forced to like not even be on our phone. There was no chance to ever be on your phone.
right.
And it was a good way to force you to disconnect from everything and just be where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Lily, you're up.
I'm up. I'm gonna go with what you keep talking about, Caleb, that night where we played Monopoly Deal. That was just so and I think just like the theme of the whole trip was like connection. I'm a very big connection person. And I loved the fact that like obviously we had our days to like spend time with everybody, but then in the evenings I felt like we had our littler groups that like would break off and like I got to know different people every single night just more closely, and it was just so beautiful and amazing. And I kept thinking like this came from a podcast. This came from me sticking earbuds in my ears every week and just like listening to two guys yap for an hour and a half. And now I'm here like connecting with people. It's just astounding, actually amazing. And then probably other thing would be the seagull debacle. That whole thing was just so amusing to me. Everything about that was amazing.
Now,
I loved it.
for the listeners, talk about the seagull debacle.
Janelle caught the seagull first. She thought she caught it, but apparently it was concussed, right? Or it was hit with a football. I think that's my favorite detail is the fact that she really thought she caught that seagull and it was actually
So proud.
injured.
Yeah, she's just like, I got it.
I loved that. And then that spurred Isaac's dedication to laying underneath that blanket for so long.
Yeah.
So,
Gosh.
you know, and then he caught 3. So
Yeah.
I think that was like one of my favorite moments of the recap video was that little section where you just like following his shovel and he's talking.
You gotta
We're
jump.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
I also think like
beautiful.
he very much like he had to have done that previously. Like very quickly was like, yeah, there's
He
this.
knew he could do,
Yeah.
Or he had to have been plotting it in some way or thinking about it. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He did.
It's funny.
Hannah Jennings, go ahead and give us a couple of standout moments.
Okay, I think definitely pickleball was so much fun. And volleyball as well, because I think it's just something I never do.
Yeah.
Like that was my first time playing, and it was just so fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Lily was saying with the game nights and everything, I love that. I love just playing games and everything. So
Yeah.
I think this would be. Sorry, go.
No. I was just gonna agree with the volleyball piece. Like, it's so infrequent that there's an opportunity. I mean, 10 years ago, when I had no kids, maybe like go play beach volleyball periodically. But yeah, I like especially that. I think it was the second or maybe the first time we played with session 1 when it was like raining periodically and they
Yes.
cool and it was cool outside.
That's super.
It was like
game.
yeah, we could have played. I mean, truly could have kept playing until the sun went down. Like,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
you know.
We eventually had to stop just
So
like,
much fun.
a group photo, I think.
Yeah,
forget what it
I
was,
think
though.
so.
Yeah.
But
It's all blending together.
yeah.
But we're in session 2. In session 2, we opened up the whole thing. Wait, I'm sorry. I interrupted. Hannah, you so you said pickleball and volleyball? Those were your 2?
Yeah, and like the
And
little
game nights.
games, yeah.
Also,
Sorry.
no, I was just gonna say that you and your mom were like the coffee queens. You guys brought the espresso machine.
Yeah.
You were teaching people. I've never seen people like teaching people how to make espresso and stuff. And then you were just like, yeah, just use the machine. Like I loved how open you guys were about that.
Mhm.
Like trying to like, gatekeep.
You know what's really frustrating is most of the ghosties, if not all of the ghosties that I taught, know more how to like do a better job with making espresso than some of my employees. So that's super fun.
Didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah. It's just we finally opened our shop back
Yeah.
Monday. It's been a lot, but it's been so great. So
That's awesome.
sorry. I have a cat who won't stop playing with my earbuds. So if you hear anything, I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead, Corey.
I was gonna say I thoroughly enjoyed the espresso machine. Like I think I had a few double shots every day.
Mhm.
And now I have an Nespresso like thing at my house, and so like I've pretty much exclusively been using that now, just trying to wane off and go back to drip coffee. Yeah.
Haley,
Look.
tell us some of your takeaway moments from the trip.
Um, well, I think the biggest one is definitely just like the community that Jake and Brad has, you know, given us, I guess. Everyone was just like so special and seemed like we all just clicked super, super well. And even though there was like, you know, some different little groups, like you could still go into those and just like have a great conversation. And yeah, I mean, the games were so much fun. I hadn't played volleyball in a really long time. I definitely enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. And pickleball, I've never done at all before. So that was like a new experience, but it was great. It was great. And now I have to just find some pickleball partners down here in Delta, which I've passed the pickleball courts and it's mainly 80-year-olds. So I'm not sure. I mean,
You'd
yeah.
be surprised. Actually, right, the game, like the last time I played 3 times before we went to Gulf Shores. Once with Corey at like a beginner's thing, once with my wife at a beginner's thing, and then I went and did like a random like free play thing for like an hour and a half. And that there was like a 70-year-old lady and she had 2 knee braces and she looked kind of frail and she kicked my butt. Like, I mean, it was so bad. She was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
she had such accuracy where I would be standing over here and when she'd serve it, it'd be like way over there. And I'd move over there and then she'd serve it to the other side. And when she was like dinking back and forth, it was like, dang, man, I did not
Yeah.
expect that. So yeah, maybe the oldies are where you can fine tune your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would 100% get whooped by an old person. I would say, especially since I'm very new at this, but yeah, it was just the conversation and the people were just the highlight. And now the group chat.
Yeah, that's where you're
Yes.
I was waiting to bring the group chat up, but the group chat has been insane. And to all of our session 1 listeners, that is like one of the main differences between the
Yeah.
session 2 group chat post getaway. Wild.
Yeah.
Like we haven't left.
Yeah.
So one of the things you said you were planning on doing when we were like getting ready to pull back up was to kind of like recap the trip, is to show Shelby, your wife, like some of the memes and then explain the thing. I did that for maybe like 40 of them with Kadra too. And there's still so many more to do.
We
But
haven't even started.
no, but I was enjoying it. I don't know how much like she was enjoying it because it was like some of the stuff is like for sure you had to be there. But I feel like that was an interesting way to like kind of recap some of like the pivotal like fun moments that happened.
So what happened with us is like along the way, every once in a while, I'll be on the couch and like she's doing something over there, and I just kind of start laughing, and I'm like, okay, babe, let me just explain real quick. And then I give her like a quick like 30-second recap of why that specific one is funny.
Yeah.
So there's been some like sprinkled where she's hearing some, especially the ones that when you guys are all making fun of me, I'm like, babe, look at this one, and I show her. She doesn't need any context. Like the ones that are making fun of me, she can read it and she knows exactly what
She
you guys
gets
are
it,
thinking, where it's coming from. And she's like, yeah, this is perfect. Like she's been thoroughly enjoying the roasts of Caleb. So have I. So
There was one
Honor.
today about like being made fun of for like being in the front of both pictures for
Oh, yeah.
2 sessions, and like Brad's response about like me running like the Michael Scott like video of him running to the front. I feel like that I've never seen like there was I think more than 20 like laughing emojis, and I was like that might be like the
front row
the
Corey.
one like
The winner.
top one.
Yeah.
Seems so simple. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how fast this group chat is moving is insane. Today there was a little bit of a lull, which I appreciated because I was at work and
Most of us.
oh yeah, it's hard to keep up. And so then I think it was funny because it was like right when I think Zach took over Timon's phone on the drive.
Oh yeah.
Hey Kelly. So yeah, when Zach took over, that's when I kind of like I was trying to keep up, and it was really easy to because I was like, oh, there's only a few.
There wasn't too
back
many
and forth.
people, yeah, in there.
That was
fun
nice.
though.
That was a nice lull. I think that was like the first lull of the last 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I have to go sleep, I know it's going to be like between 50 and 100 probably when I wake up. Because
Was it Mariah who like did like a 3-hour practice, and then when she came back, it was like 400 missed
I don't.
notifications or something? I
Yeah,
forget who
maybe.
it was. Either way,
Yeah.
sheesh. Did anybody want to tell a story from the group chat?
Or from the getaway. Like
Or
a specific-
yeah, I mean that too. But I was just thinking, like Thomas, I feel like you had some funny back and forth in the group chat today. You're getting singled out a little bit about your name or something.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's getting nicknames in the group chat. Most of them are, based off of stuff that happened. But I didn't really have like an inside joke about me from the trip. So yeah, there was a little workshop. People figuring out what to call me. I don't really know what else to say about that. Honestly, I feel like I need to
What did you
I need
land
to
on?
wait till next year to really get my name.
I said he should be
I don't know,
Android
man.
Thomas because every time he talks about having an Android. It's like dude needs to
Hey.
be humbled.
Yeah.
Sounds
I'd like
tech
to just
guy,
go
you
on the
know.
record. I'd like to just go on the record. There's nothing wrong with an Android, okay?
No, there's nothing wrong
I
with
saw
it.
you have an Android on your camera.
a little bit.
Oh yeah. What's up, Amanda and Jason? Welcome to the
Hey.
Hello.
yeah. So
Hello.
Hannah Jennings, when she was like our 10th guest, I think, on Ghosties on Second. And so we had this like group chat building, and everybody in the group chat had been an iPhone user. So like we're all in one group text, blue bubbles. And then when we I went to add Hannah to like the group chat for the Ghosties on Second, and it wouldn't let me. It made me start like a new text thread because it was like a little non iPhone user, and it was just funny. So we ended up creating a group me for it instead. But I felt so bad. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, Hannah.
For some reason, I
Kind
thought
of-
that was Hannah Warner that did that.
No, that was Jenny.
Oh.
Well, because Hannah Warner also has an Android. So I just kicked it off, that's all.
Yeah,
Cool.
Hannah had to be the first one. She was the inaugural.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was another name that somebody suggested. Was that you, Lily, who suggested the name Green Bubble for Thomas today? Who was that?
I don't know. I think it might have been Tyler.
Oh, that was Tyler.
Tyler. Okay. That's also funny.
Oh, yeah, that one was funny.
Green
Okay,
Bubble.
so guys who've just joined us, we've been kind of dropping like two of our favorite, not our two top or whatever, but just two moments or experiences from the trip that like just really stand out. That just Kelly, do you want to go first? Then we'll go to Jason, then Amanda. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
I think honestly, like playing games was so much fun. I mean, Wavelength was definitely up there. But yeah, I mean, just being able to like finish one game and then be like, oh wait, let's go join another game over here. Just something always constantly going on. And like, I mean, the pickleball was so fun. Like, even though I wouldn't have the best skills, it's like, oh well, we all play together. There's no one like, oh well, I don't want to play with you because you're not great. I just felt like everyone was all team players and was extremely supportive, and that was a lot of fun.
Did anybody else have a moment when you're playing one game and it's kind of chill and another game just goes off? Like they're freaking out with excitement and you get a little bit of FOMO, like,
Yes.
what's going on in that game? I want to go there.
Yeah.
Why aren't we having that much fun?
Like, well, like on night one when we were playing
The
that
dice
game,
game.
no, the in order game, and
Oh,
everyone was
yeah.
like in the kitchen with the upside down glasses, and they were just going nuts. And I'm like, what are you guys doing over there?
I know. I was about to bail. I was about to be like, maybe we should just play this one later and like join. But then that's when Brad walked up and joined our game. And it was like solidarity. All right. We got
No, we had great fun still.
yeah.
There for sure was like some loud games and then or rambunctious games and then like the more chill games.
The game that like blew my mind, maybe it was in session one, but like Happy Salmon.
I love Happy Salmon.
Yeah, Hannah, you were
It is so much fun.
Is that the one where you're like having
Oh.
fun and like get someone to like fist bump and
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we'll
That's so
talk
much fun.
about that one in session one because I think that was with like Maddie Dieterly and stuff. We'll
Mhm.
next call.
Yeah.
So Kelly, that was your first one.
Save
What's number two?
I mean, just getting to hang out with ghosties. I mean, that was my goal. Every ghostie gathering I've been to has been awesome, and it's fun to meet like more ghosties and kind of just add that to your, repertoire of like, hey, like now I know more. So anytime I go to a different gathering, it's like you just keep adding on. And that's always so fun. And I just feel like every ghostie I've met like is easily fast friends. You just get along. There's so many things that you can talk about, and like having that base of Jake and Brad is obviously the start, but I mean that's really all it is you have that base and you build on it, and it's been really good.
It's all about that base, about that.
No trouble.
Kelly, what other ghosty events have you been to?
I went to Grande Boo. That was my first one. And then we did Branson last year, which is a smaller version of essentially Gulf Shores, where like we got a house with 20 other people and stayed up late playing games, and then went to Silver Dollar City the entire day and the next day, and then stayed up late again. And I just remember being like, we're all like in that like Sunday church service, like, oh my word, we're so happy to be here, but we're all so tired.
Yes, that was me this past Sunday too. I was just joking in the chat because Caitlin is in like Alvaro's picture, like pinching herself. And I was like, I quite literally was like pinching myself to stay awake. Like the sermon was good, but like I was fading so hard on Sunday. No. It took me 2 days to catch up on sleep, like full days. Yeah.
Dang, I had that one nap where I missed Corey getting buried.
Oh yeah.
I missed Isaac Brace catching the seagulls.
Wow.
Something else too. Like that 90-minute nap I missed so
right. You picked the bad time to nap.
Yeah, bad timing.
but I needed it so bad, and I think that rescued me. I was because it was like later that night that I was able to like that's when we played Monopoly Deal and Spot It and all that stuff. Blah blah blah. So anyway, Jason.
Yes.
2 things from the trip.
Okay. Well, with the second session, I feel like I kind of stepped back a little bit. I feel like I had a lot of time with Jake and Brad the first session, and I felt like, kind of just hanging back. And I did miss things because I was so tired. I did go to early to bed that one night, and I felt like I missed so much stuff. But I guess I just really enjoyed seeing everybody else have so much fun and make so many memories and stuff. And it was just so cool to kind of watch from the sideline and see everybody just having a blast, And I guess another thing that I really was happy and excited about was for Timon to be there, because we all kind of thought he wasn't going to make it, and I had a feeling that he was going to show up, and I was just excited to see him, because that was like one of the things I was really excited for, to meet. I had met Jake before, but I never met Brad, and I didn't meet Timon, so that was 2 things I was really looking forward to, and so I'm glad I stayed for the second session, or else wouldn't have got to meet him.
Yeah.
So, sorry, session 1.
Losers.
We may have got one less day, but we got Timon, so
Yeah, what a great addition.
I know.
Yeah.
Even with one less day, I didn't feel it. Like it felt as full as the first session.
I feel like session 1, there was that extra time. It didn't feel quite as rushed for some things, I felt like there's more time for like a deeper connection just because there's more downtime.
Yeah.
But session 2, just because it was so jam-packed full, it made for better memories and like just funner. That's not a word. More fun to be had,
Yeah,
So,
everyone's trying to make the most of those 2 hours or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Amanda. Oh, hey, by the way, Amanda and Jason, can you guys turn your phones this way?
Okay.
The Caleb way.
I had to download this thing and like
The Caleb way.
had no idea what I was doing.
I don't know. I couldn't even figure out how to turn on my camera.
Hey,
We're old.
You
Leave us alone.
hate it.
Before Amanda, you go. What does it say behind you, Jason? I'm so sorry.
Mondays are for the
Oh,
ghosties.
nice.
Nice.
And don't look at all my unpacked stuff. No judging.
Thank
I said it today. I'm only halfway unpacked. Yes.
You guys
Yeah.
are insane.
Same.
Well, I think it's because I packed like so much. I way overpacked.
Yep.
And so I have like a bunch of clean laundry in my suitcase. I just haven't like
It's like super easy to
transferred
take it out, put it in the drawer.
You know what it is? It's unfolded at this
Yeah.
point because when I was
Wash
ruffling
it.
it, and so I'm like, I gotta wait till Shelby can fold it for me.
Oh
Oh boy.
Look at Kayla's face. Look at Kayla's
Kayla,
face.
notoriously hard on the
my
face.
gosh.
Oh, what I'm trying to say is that Shelby has this technique of folding that I haven't learned.
Yeah.
And she makes it so perfect and tight and like it's awesome. So I just
You could try or ask for her help, or she could
She
teach
can
you.
teach you.
all right. I'll ask her.
These are crazy ideas, guys. I can't.
That was
So,
fun.
Is there but
Have
is
you ever heard the term of weaponized incompetence?
Oh.
Hannah.
This is like in the office when Ryan won't clean the microwave and she's like, "You clean-" he's like, I think I'd find some way to make it worse.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel the conviction of the Holy Spirit right now.
Gotta wait for Shelby to fold it.
This is
great.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right, I'll learn.
Really?
Bye, Lily.
Oh, bye, Lily.
Oh, gotta hop off. Love you guys. Oh, we love you too, Lily.
All right, Amanda.
Amanda, go for it.
Prime time.
Okay, everybody's mentioned kind of the obvious, pickleball and the game nights. So I'm gonna maybe say something different.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the car rides to and from things.
Oh yeah.
Like it was quieter, and so you really got to connect with the people in your car
Yes.
a little bit easier. And then the first night, the game show, variety show, whatever you want to call it, our Shark Tank pitch coming up with that was so funny.
Yes. That was the reach one. Oh,
That's
we're on the
right.
same team. Yeah.
The eye shoddy.
The eye shoddy.
We got a lot of team one right here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
For one. Team Juan.
Team one.
I'm so glad you mentioned like the car rides too, because I have like some core like memories specifically with Brad.
Oh, I'm so
like
happy for this one. Tell it.
on the ride back from what was the restaurant we ate at? Lambert's. I forget the name of it already. He put on Ben Rector.
Can I just interrupt real quick?
Sure.
You guys know when you like have a friend or family member that you've been praying for a long time, and then like they find Jesus, and you're like, yes.
But
this is that moment for me.
Yeah, but it's not Jesus.
It's not Jesus.
Yeah, Caleb has been like talking about Ben Rector for a long time. But Brad put on what's the song called?
Steady Love.
Steady Love.
Live.
It's a live version from Atlanta. And like the song goes and there's a saxophone in it. It sounds really nice. And then like there's a guitar solo like that like slaps and Brad like put the windows down, told everyone to like shut up basically. Like we're gonna listen to this. It's the experience, whatever. And yeah, that was quite the moment. Also, the car ride is where we found out that I was 0.5% African American. That same car ride. Which I don't have 23 in me to
say it then.
Yeah. That's what let's say it then.
Say it then.
And we talked about the Underground Railroad that Catherine had to do it, which brought up that whole conversation. But yeah, totally. Like, yeah, the car rides because pickleball was like 26-ish minutes away. Right. Also, Brad almost hit me because I was messing with it.
Yep.
I mean, his car automatically braked. That's the story.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, those are good moments. Anything specific, Amanda, like in the car rides that you remember that like is making it to your list?
Oh gosh. Now you're making me think harder. I don't know that last night riding with it was Isaac and Justin. I can't remember who was driving. But it's fun, just like me and the boys hanging out.
It'd be fun.
Isaac was cool. I didn't know what to expect from Isaac, meeting Isaac McDonald.
Yeah.
He was so cool. Such
Yeah.
a good guy. Really friendly, like loved to bust your chops, but was also just like very kind. I remember him just coming up and saying good morning every morning.
Yeah.
And just those cool bro moments. I loved that.
I was particularly like truly impressed with all of the people helping because they were in most cases the last people to like leave and go to bed, like when the house is kind of winding down. And they were also before a lot of people were like awake and like out and about, they were back again, not like acting tired or anything like that. So yeah, it's
I
just,
never,
like,
you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I don't think I ever heard anybody, the workers, Jake and Brad, any of us, I never really heard any complaints like the whole week. I feel like everybody was just like glowing with gratefulness.
yeah.
So if you can think of somebody, let's call them out right now.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to
No, but I just wanted to call that out. I was like, man, what a special group. I think that was another special piece of the puzzle was like,
yeah.
there was none of that like mumbling and grumbling.
I do think that Brad and Jake and some of the helpers, they did have a little bit of an advantage going into the second one because between the two sessions, I'm very confident that they took naps, because that was their plan. At least that's what I heard.
Yeah,
was their plan. So whilst like most of us went out and did other stuff to kind of kill time, yeah, they took naps. So that would have been nice to
that's true.
been able to do.
Yeah, we went out with Jason and
Yep.
with Isaac and Emily Brace
And Courtney Miller.
and Courtney Miller. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. We all went out.
Caleb did take a nap, just for the record.
I did sneak a nap in there too.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I needed
When
it.
did you
Like
take a nap?
on the couch of the workers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I took maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't. Yeah, I woke up.
And then I was I was woken up by, was it Courtney Miller?
Yeah, tickle.
Yeah, she grabbed a
Oh.
house plant and she was like tickling my favorite house plant or something.
Tickling your foot.
My
For that.
foot?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was. I just remember waking up to like a tickling since I was like,
I know. You're
what's going
annoyed.
on?
Yeah.
Okay, so Amanda, we got the car rides, but what's another
Oh, I said that first night with the Shark Tank
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's right, of course.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'm trying to think of some other question that could like, how about this? How about with those pitches? We're calling it Shark Tank, but it was actually infomercials. The Shark Tank was session 1, infomercials was session 2. We talking about group Juan and our infomercial with the eye shoddy, but who else is in this call was on a different team who had a different product?
We don't have to talk about mine.
Let's talk about it, Kristen.
Okay,
Ready?
so we were in group 2.
Yeah.
In our minds, it was like, you know, those towels that you get that like are tiny and then you get them wet and they grow. Well, we were thinking like that with an umbrella because umbrellas are just so just in the way. And I don't think it came across. We didn't send the message well.
No,
Not at all.
we had it planned
But
out.
when we
well.
talked about it, it sounded so
It sounded
good.
really good.
Yeah.
And we did forget to mention the disposable part, which
Yeah.
I didn't realize until after we watched it back, and I'm like, oh, that was like a huge part of it, was that it was like, no, like they're like disposable. It's not like an actual regular
guys-
umbrella that we have.
Didn't we also have it
You talk
where
about,
they
like,
were like
throw it.
timed?
Yeah.
Like there were certain time limits on them?
What's up, Haley's son?
And Kelly's.
Oh yeah, and Kelly's too. Sorry. Okay, we interrupted. My bad. I just wanted to call out the awesome kids and the.
Yeah.
All right, keep going. So you didn't mention that it was supposed to be disposable. Now, honestly, I kind of got that. I kind of picked up on that anyway. But
Right. You threw it.
But what I loved was the action that you guys did. So tell us what happened.
Us falling on the ground.
No, like
That was us being
water
thrown
on-
away.
Like-
And then we were being sprinkled with rain.
Yeah, that was just so funny.
The pop up, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you take it out of your pocket and then you pop it up, and then whenever the water hits it, it was supposed to like expand, and then you hold it, But
I guess it could have been explained a little bit better. Yeah.
yeah.
Who's the mastermind originally around that idea?
I thought of the towel part, and then it just went from there.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, who else was in here on a different team, had a different product?
Thomas and I were in a team together.
Okay, what was his team name?
I don't even remember. I'm pretty
Um,
sure I didn't like the team name, and I just kind of like, well, if that's what everyone else wants.
I
But
didn't
Oh,
know our team name either.
it was
Yeah, I
from
didn't
Hannah's
either.
Shark Tank thing. It was your mom something.
Oh yeah,
Your mom's
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
He was riding the
Right.
high of our session 1 win.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I recall that everybody in my group was pretty much zombies because they were all tired from traveling, and
yeah.
there wasn't a lot of ambition from anybody, but we made it work.
yeah,
That was a
Um,
tough
and none of us could think of anything, so that was it. It wasn't my favorite part of the whole trip. I think.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
Yeah, I can honestly say this like a talent show, like everything that we did that very first night was executed and was more enjoyable on the first session. And I think part of it too was like there were a couple games like that's reverse song thing where like I think that really only works for like the general population when it's a like jingle bells type of like repeating the same thing twice from a song perspective, so it's easier to pick up. No one got any of them, even the one that was easy.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
so wild. Caitlin didn't get
But there was that game, and then was it like Upside Down Pictionary where it was like a fluke, like
which Haley
everybody-
brought that. So
Yeah.
Haley, talk about bringing Upside Down Pictionary. Like, how long were you planning that? Was that like a last minute throw in your suitcase thing?
Yeah, my sister was like, "Hey, you should bring this," and I'm like, "Yeah, duh, I didn't even think of this." And I've had it for like, I don't know, 2 years maybe, and it was kind of shocking that not very many people had like heard of it, but it is such a great game around like family gatherings and stuff. So I knew it was probably going to do pretty well here, except obviously the first round, which I did keep telling them, "Hey, like, you need to like choose something harder."
Yeah.
Football, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the name spelling for a May, I was like, oh gosh, guys, this is muscle memory stuff. You gotta make it a little bit more difficult. So it was funny when they were doing it though. When they were trying it out for the first time, they were failing pretty terribly.
They picked a star for me. I didn't even have to look at it.
Right.
Okay, yes. And
Yeah, you close your eyes and do it.
Yeah.
told you to actually do like the star, a star without like the easy, so
Actually, Haley, if we could take a minute and hear from your kids, I'd like to hear their experience playing the game.
okay, yeah. I don't know how long. Do you remember the upside down goggles? I mean, he'll just like put them on and walk around sometimes, so he might be a pro when he's older.
It's very Tyler and Isaac-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just walk around the whole trip with him.
You still have mud on your face being outside. It like rained, just poured down earlier. I guess I brought the water back from Alabama because it was crazy just a second ago. All right. Do you want to talk about how when you put on the upside down goggles?
What's one of the silliest things that you've done with the upside down goggles?
Well, we're playing tag with the upside down goggles, and
tag?
like I was running after Ellie's, and I didn't know where I was going. It looked like the whole reel was upside down.
Yep.
Wow.
That'll do it.
Did you catch him?
Did you catch Eloise?
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw her upside down, and I ran. And then the goodest way I can actually run is I could look down and see my feet where they're actually going, so I won't run into anything.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, totally.
Good thinking.
I'd be so upside down.
Oh, cute.
That was awesome. Good job, buddy. Thanks for sharing. Does Eloise have anything to share about upside down goggles?
She's out of here. She
All
went.
right, no worries. No worries. So, I know I'm kind of jumping around here, but one of the biggest things for the listeners who have no idea what Gulf Shores is, one of the big things that happened this week is that we had an opportunity to earn bucks, and it was like Monopoly money kind of a thing. And at the end of the session, there was like a treasure room, and you could turn these bucks. You know, whoever had the most bucks in order could go into the room and pick up one. So like bucks was on people's minds. Like, you want to earn some bucks. Does anybody have some creative, crazy ways that they earned some bucks, or even just some funny ways?
I opened a speaker.
That was wild. And what did you get? 300?
$300 for opening the speaker.
I
Yeah.
only got 160.
Listen, I did it in lightning speed.
It was I think you
Those
started out it started out at 30 seconds, and then it was 10. Like, every second that dropped, you lost 10 from like the prize pool. So yeah, he just handed it to you, and you must have been like,
he was like on his watch. He's like, "Are you ready?" And I said, "Are you ready?" And then he hit it, and I was like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
So like instant.
And what she's talking about, listener, is there was a Bluetooth speaker that had like a plug that had like a little rubber plug over it to like keep it waterproof or dustproof.
Yeah.
And you had to like open that, and there was like no way to open it unless you had nails.
Yeah.
So,
and it got easier as time went on, for sure.
Like,
I think as like there was probably 10 or 15 people that opened it, and then Samuel Carmel got it. He got it in like 4 seconds, and I was like, okay, there's no way. Yeah.
Well, then Corey did. You tell your story about how you got some bucks at the very end.
Well, so like the history around it is I was second on the first session, so I was just like, I just want to go crazy. My second session. So first day pickleball, I bet it all against Jake and for Isaac and somebody else, I forget, and lost. Thanks, Jake. And then Tyler owed me like 20, so I had 20 to start with. Again, like restart, while everyone else like started with 186 or whatever. So yeah, I asked Isaac down by the beach one day, like, what can I do to make some money? I gotta climb my way back up. The first day, or the first like full day, he sent me to the people like down the beach and said, if you can bring a drink back from them, like I'll give you 100. And so I went down there and like explained, what are we doing? They're like, is this a work thing, a church thing? And I said, it's a cult thing. And I said, I was just kidding. But, then I was just explaining, like, I didn't explain the Monopoly money. I just explained like, if I'm going to get $20 if I bring back a drink. And like, is water okay? Then they were like, you have to answer this question. Initially, I thought they're going to give me a riddle, and I was like, I'm going to lose this. This whole thing's a waste of time. But that's when they asked, like, what are you guys doing over there? So anyways, that was the one thing. I came back with a water bottle, ended up drinking it because Isaac didn't want it. But then the next day I was like, I'm still pretty down for the count here, compared to everybody else. So he said, I think he said initially like $50 for 10 minutes in sand, like up to my neck. And I was like, well, you gotta sweeten that up a little bit. So we flipped it and said 5 minutes for 100. There's many times when he was standing there and he's like, this is not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Like, and I was like, well, you don't have to stay. Like, nobody has to stay here. I'll be right here or whatever. But yeah, I was in there for 20 minutes. It was, I think in his mind, I was going to be like somehow in a giant, like vertical hole where I was like standing on and buried under, and like, people could jump over my head or do something crazy.
Would have been
But
cool.
like the hole that Jesse Plattner, it was like a pretty wide hole. So I kind of just like sat in it like Indian style, and then people filled it over. And so there was a decent amount of pressure from the sand like on me. And like whenever I was like breathing, I could feel like all the way like head to toe. Like it was weird.
Yeah.
But it was pretty hot.
Wait, it was hot in there?
Yeah, it was hot. The sand was hot initially, and then I was sweating like quite a bit. But honestly, I probably would have done it for 200 too. Like,
What about Kristen and Kayla? Did you guys do anything crazy for any bucks?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
I was like almost one of the last ones to go down to the treasure room.
Really?
Yeah, there wasn't many people behind me.
What did you end up getting?
Some lotion.
Oh yeah,
nice.
It's nice though.
There was like a little tiny jar of that face lotion in the welcome back.
Yeah, that's also nice. I put it on my face.
Now, but Kayla, you got like a pretty decent gift out of the treasure.
Yeah, I got an espresso machine
Yeah.
It's because of
because of my nails on the
Yeah,
speaker.
Oh, that's
it made all the difference. Yeah.
That's the only thing I did besides I bet on some pickleball and I got money from 3 people that are in this room right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't much though. Like insignificant compared to the speaker. I mean, the speaker was.
I mean, yeah, but still.
Yeah. Something's better than nothing. Yeah.
Pickleball was so fun. Thomas,
Yes.
Jason, did any of you guys do anything crazy for some bucks?
No, I'm
No.
boring.
Man,
No,
we're-
I'm boring.
I'm wondering now, like, did anybody else? What were some other crazy bucks? Can you guys think of any other stories that people did something crazy for bucks?
I feel like it was mostly, honestly, I feel like those of us that were in session 1, there was a little more like craziness going on for the Bucks then. And I think some of us carried that over into session 2.
Well, one of the craziest things they talked about on the pod, but it was when we go to the Sunset Cruise for session 2, and Emily Brace is seriously
But she didn't actually
considering
do it.
jumping over. And I was also, so Emily and I were there together. We were like considering this. I bailed on the thought way sooner. She was like really plotting it out. But I was just thinking, okay, well, if we're coming back to shore and I could text Alvaro and have him grab me some clothes from my bag. And, you know, like just, and I was thinking for me, it'd be way easier. I'm a dude. But like for a girl, like with your hair and all that stuff, I just thought like, but I bailed way sooner than she did. She was sitting there like contemplating $1,000 if I go overboard.
Who won all of them? Like, who got the most money?
Isaac.
It was Isaac, yeah, her
Oh,
husband.
because he had the
Because of
500 the birds. Oh, right.
He had like
Yeah.
1,000. So that
Yeah.
lot.
I was second.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you were
Wow.
What did you do?
What did you do? How did you earn all that money?
the first that was it bank or
Yeah, I won 200 at bank,
Yeah.
and then that was kind of funny because I didn't know I had won, and Brad made a big deal, and I was just like, oh. That was
Right
it.
next to you.
Oh,
I was sitting
okay.
right next to you, and I remember that lackluster moment where it was just like, "Oh yeah," and we're like,
Yeah. And then I won a bunch playing trivia down at the beach
oh nice.
too with Jake, and then the next morning after you guys had done the speaker thing, because I had gone to bed early, I learned about it, and so I just walked up to Brad with the speaker and said, "Hey, can I earn some money with this?"
Oh.
So I got it open in like 2 seconds, but still only got 160.
Nice. Yeah, still something.
It was something. It probably put me into second place.
Yeah. For sure. What how much did you have? I think I had like 642 or something like that.
I had 681.
There you go.
man,
That was the difference. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. Isaac blew, I mean, just in a different realm with like,
Yeah.
who was
Because did he get 500 for the birds?
Yeah. I don't know where he got the rest of it. He lost big in the first session, like towards the end. I want to say he lost like $300 in the last like few hours before we went to the treasure room.
Dang.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Emily earlier, and they wanted to be on tonight, but they're like having dinner with Isaac's parents.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, well, maybe you guys can get on the second.
Yeah.
The session 1 calls after this one. Okay, so who else got something cool from? Oh, look at Haley driving.
This is how I watch the podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
She's trying to unmute.
not as bad as Brad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley, what did you get from the treasure room?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I got a Fitbit watch, which was actually perfect. Because I had like a Whoop, but it was like a trial run for that, and I didn't like it. So
Yeah. I remember you talked about that at Lamb.
yeah, it was gonna cost like almost $300 a year for the subscription. I'm like, screw
Wow.
that. So I like went down there, and there was like, it was definitely getting down to the wire on like getting something pretty good, you know, and not like a candle. And so I was like looking around, and I was like, oh my gosh, snag that up real fast.
Dang.
Mhm.
Session 1, I did better with bucks. That's when I ate the dragonfly, and we were betting money on things and stuff. So I was like 4th or 5th, and somehow, some way,
Yeah.
the AirPods Pros were still
Yeah.
available when I
I
went
passed
down
up
there.
on it. Yeah.
And like $250 AirPod Pros, they're like the
Yeah.
latest generation, so I snagged those right up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Session 2, though, did not do nearly as good. I was somewhere in the middle range, and I had my eyes set on one thing that I was hoping that was still down there. I know not a lot of you guys have seen Ghosties on Second, but a lot of our we do paddles out in front of us as we that's like our set is like our Friday paddles. And so I wanted to get this bad boy right here. And I was like, oh yeah, it was still there. So we have another paddle out of the collection. And then as we were leaving the
There's
next
so
morning,
many now.
I know, as we're leaving the next morning, there was a couple of paddles out in the driveway. Like Jake was like emptying out the trunk, and there was just a few on the driveway, and we were like, hey, whose are these? He's like, oh, these are extras. You guys can just take them. And so
Yeah, I got it. I got one too. I felt really bad for all the ones that were like going down and getting them because he's like, hey, yeah, just take one. I mean, mine is it has like a couple little chips on it and stuff, but I was like, heck yeah, it's usable.
I got two. Not then. I got one then. I think we gave one to Lily as well. Oh, it zoomed in on me. Hello. Yeah. I think was it Lily or Akara that got one? Yeah, one of them got it.
This is now the stash.
Oh my god.
Some of those are purchased.
Yeah, I bought 4 of them and then got 2 of them. So I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of the call just like this. Just
you
What
can.
a collection.
What's up?
Yeah.
Sorry. If anybody needs a paddle, just
And
call me.
collectively, they have like 6 hours of playtime. I'm just kidding.
But
gosh, does everyone like
my feet.
play pickleball somewhat often outside of this, or not really?
I tried
I play
to,
like
but
twice a week or so.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay, cool. You know what? It showed, Thomas. When I played with you, I was like, I'm not up to this.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm glad, Hannah, that you said you enjoyed pickleball because I was your partner once, and I was just like, I really hope I'm not going like too hard because sometimes it's hard to not be competitive. But not to say you were. That sounds
It's
like I'm
okay.
being mean, but I'm not trying to be.
No, like I barely play. I want to play more, but life.
Exactly.
But I still love it. I don't care if I'm not good. Okay, I do care if I'm playing with other people. Like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I always say I'm secretly competitive.
Right.
I won't let it show, but I want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason,
I always try to.
No, go, Thomas. Finish it up.
I just always want my goal to be that everybody has fun rather than me just trying to win. So,
Classic nice guy. Classic.
Yeah, people pleaser,
Yeah. I feel you on that one, except for I'm going to say the exact opposite, where Jason really wanted to play with me. He was like, hey, I want to play a match with you, Caleb. And so I think, Jason, did we ever do a match where you and I were on the same team?
Oh, I don't think the second session, maybe the first one, but
Okay. Yeah. But that time when you were asking about it in session 2, it ended up being Hannah Warner and Jason against, who was it? It was me and Kelly.
Kara.
That's right. Kelly. And there was one time where it was Kara, but the game that
that's right. Yeah.
And we just demolished you guys.
Hey, can't win.
I felt so bad too. Like Kelly and I are we're just playing. We're just doing. I mean, there was a couple times where I was like, I guess I didn't have to like smash it as hard as I did or something. But it's just so fun.
You ended up changing partners, and Kelly and I were partners, and you took Hannah.
Yeah, we swapped.
That's
we swapped because Hannah was like, "Oh, I'm not doing great," and then so you said, "Oh, well, this is uneven. Let's put you over there," and then it started going not well. I'm like, "Oh man, I don't know what's going on." I'm like, I blamed it on the lack of sleep. I'm like, it must have been just like that switch.
Yeah,
off my game.
Emily Scott in the house. How's it going, Emily?
I just got out of choir rehearsal and just sprinted back to my children's choir room, hoping that y'all were still on because I was so sad that I was missing it.
We got about 20-25 minutes left in the call, so magic.
Yeah. Haley is still somehow making memes while she's driving, so I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So I was gonna ask Kelly, do you play regularly? Because you seems like it wasn't remotely the first time you played.
I play regularly with my children.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
that's awesome.
not great, but
It's an activity though. I mean, yeah. I just played for the first time. Well, I mean, my wife played for the first time on Monday morning. There's some pickleball courts like not too far from us. And yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know how much my son would pick up on it yet. He's almost 5, but I think that'd be fun to like start introducing him to a sport like that.
Kayla, how about you tell about the story of playing barefoot?
Yeah, so I brought new tennis shoes like a moron that I've never worn before. And I started to get a blister on the back of my uh heel, on the back of my ankle, and I was like, "Oh, this is hurting. I'm not playing my best." And so I was like, "I'll just take my shoes off. That'll make it better." Well, that was probably the dumbest thing I could have done because shall I show my blisters?
Oh, show it.
We could just put a picture.
It looks gnarly.
You can do it.
Oh my gosh.
This is the worst one. The other one's not bad
So,
at
you know,
all.
I probably should have just kept my shoes on and dealt with it, but
So, Kristen, you're 0.5% too then.
What? Am I? Oh, can I say it?
I meant I said Chris, I meant Kayla, you're 0.5% too.
oh, right.
What is happening?
You kind of are.
They're like,
That's your 0.5. You got one of those, Corey? Is that your 0.5?
Yeah. So I just look at them as like souvenirs from the trip, you know, memories.
sure.
Right.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Emily, we were talking, what we've all been doing is like everyone is telling 2 things about the trip, like either 2 moments or memories or something, just that are takeaways, like 2 of your best moments.
So, actually, I think one of my moments, a little bit more on the sentimental side, was the guys passing out the awards. I mean, first of all, because I loved the mine of the Grand Old Yelpery. That's amazing. But I also kind of had this moment after they gave me mine of just how cool it is that they were doing that. Of just like finding a way to bring in everybody, something fun, something funny or sweet to say about absolutely everybody on the trip. And I don't know, I was like having a moment and trying to like shove it down actually while after they gave me the award, because I was like, this is not the time or place to do that. But yeah, it was just like, I can't believe I'm here. This is so cool. And now these guys know who I am. They know my name and something about me. Like that was, I don't know, that sort of, I know that's a funny part of the trip, which it is, but it's sort of like turned into a special moment for me of just like, this is so cool. I can't believe that I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, just real quick. I mean, like again, for everyone listening, they gave like kind of like a senior thing in high school, where like,
Accolades.
yeah, most likely to do this, but like, yeah, they put time and effort, to your point, Emily, and like like pulling a moment or a fact about a person, and like, I don't know, it felt very genuine and like thoughtful. And
Yeah. In fact, that might be fun to kind of go around after Emily's done with her second one too. But Emily, the Grand Old Yelpery, what was the significance behind that specific award?
So the significance behind me getting that award is it came out pretty quickly that I'm an opera singer. I didn't necessarily intend for that to be my entire personality, and now I'm just kind of embracing it. But also that I live in Birmingham, that I do it in the South. So Jake was very clever combining the Grand Old Opry of like that I'm an opera singer, and then I do it in the South of making it the Grand Old Yelpery. And it was like the perfect combination of things that was just like, yes, that's exactly it. I have it hung up in my office at work so that I can look at it, because it was just such the perfect combination of things they knew about me. But then speaking of singing, I feel like my other moment was when reverse singing got introduced, because that was one of the games that some of us agreed to not knowing what the game was. Mm-hmm. All they said was, this game is called Timon Says, and that's it. That was all the context you got. And I had thought about volunteering for blind karaoke, but I felt, relatively confident about my singing, but not confident about knowing the pop songs that were going to come up. No joke, while I have been driving around Birmingham before this trip, I tried to see if I could like practice blind karaoke. Like when a song came on, I was like, do I have this memorized? Do I know what this is? But I just sort of in the moment got nervous. So I said, I'll do Time and Says. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be sort of repeating a little phrase, but in reverse. Timon gave a phrase into Jake's phone. They played it in reverse, and you had to replicate the reverse because the idea was if we play your reverse in reverse, it should just sound like the song. And I wasn't the first person to go, so I watched a couple people do this, and I thought, okay, like I can, it's really hard to repeat the words in reverse, but I thought like I can memorize the pitch. Like I think I'll be okay. And I barely know these people. It was night one, and it was like, here I am just coming up here to play this game. And Timon saying happy birthday into the phone. I got it a little bit easier, I think, than some of the people before me.
You absolutely did.
Like, can you feel the love tonight? Or like, yeah, other people got more challenging phrases for sure. I got the first phrase of happy birthday. And I listened to it for a few times, and I was like, I think I've got it, and gave it a go. And Kristen, my partner, is outside, or not Kristen, Caitlin is we called Kristen Caitlin several times, didn't we? Caitlin's outside waiting for me to finish to guess the song. I do my best. Jake plays it in reverse, and it was nearly perfect, dare I say.
Yeah.
Like, it was just very, very close. The whole room can hear, at the very least, to you at the end of the phrase. And Caitlin has no idea what she's just heard. I think she even started singing the rest of the phrase. Jake was like, you're finishing the song. You know what this is. And nope. She could not get there. And
What's
thought
her
I
guess?
I was singing a Christmas song or something.
Jingle bells or something. Yeah.
But that was really fun because it was sort of the first thing I did. I had been kind of quiet. I felt like first getting there, sort of nervous and getting to know people. So then that was like my first time playing a game, and I felt like I did my part really well. That I was like, okay, I feel better about myself. Like among these new people that I don't know yet. So that was definitely etched in my memory for sure.
And I thought you were going to mention karaoke because I thought, especially when you and Mariah were doing the songs together as Alphaba and Galinda, like, oh my goodness, like you guys did such an amazing job, and like the harmonies and everything. And it's just like these two just met, like they didn't practice any of this. Like it was magical. And that's why I posted that meme today, because you guys did like such an amazing, wonderful rendition of For Good, which I've never heard that song because I've been like purposefully not listening to that side of the play so I can be surprised by the movie. But I was like, that's a great song too. And then after you guys just like put the chef's kiss moment at the end of karaoke, Jesse and I get up and like, yeah, let's do one more song. Yeah. And it was tragically terrible. It was not good. Sorry, Jesse.
Well, thank you. I will say Jake said that too. Like Mariah and I finished singing What Is This Feeling? Which she had that on the tip of her tongue. When I said, do you want to sing something together? She was like, what is this feeling? I be Alphaba, you be Glinda. And I was like, done. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. And we finished, and yeah, Jake goes, surely you rehearsed that earlier this week. And I said, no. And then actually, Caleb, I went back because he said we were so physically like coordinated with each other too, how we were moving. Caleb, I went back and watched your video, and I didn't fully realize it. Like our mics come up and down at the exact same time. That he was like, surely you rehearsed that. But no, it was not.
Even like the subtle acting that you guys were doing too. It was phenomenal. Yeah. We can't rave it up about it. So
very thespian of you both.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Okay, so Samuel has jumped on now.
Yeah.
So welcome to the chat, Samuel.
Thanks. Thank you for having me here.
And we got plenty of time. We still got 15 minutes till this timer thing goes off. So Samuel, what we've been doing is giving our top 2 takeaway moments, maybe not even top 2, just 2 of the great things you can remember from the trip. So something that you really enjoyed.
Yeah, I feel like Alvaro got so much shade for this moment, and it's a top moment for me of staying behind from the dolphin cruise.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Because Kenzie and I stayed back for the dolphin cruise as well, because we had also gone before, and Alvaro's like, "Yeah, I'll stay." And at the moment, I think a couple of us were like, "Oh, we'll stay," and then maybe Corey, yeah, Corey or Caleb, you're like, "Maybe I'll stay," and then you guys left, and I'm like, "No, we'll just stay." And truly, that was a fun moment just to get to know Alvaro more in the house. It was really, really weird being in the home. This gigantic beach home, 3 floors for everybody that wasn't there. And it's everybody can probably attest to how loud it was in the home. And sometimes really good, and sometimes you're like, oh man. But it was so quiet. I think Alvaro and I looked at each other like it doesn't seem like it's real in here. Like we have this whole house to ourselves. But that was a good moment just to get to know him a little bit more and hang out. And then I'm sure people have said this before, but Isaac just catching the seagulls. The absolute, I think, top moment. Like not only Janelle, the whole progression of Janelle bringing in the seagull in her hands to Jake, the bounty, and then watching Isaac, capture those. I was actually up in the top balcony. I was just watching him from up there because I went up to see. It's like, what's Kenzie doing? It's like, you gotta see this. Like Isaac's out there, and we literally were out there in the balcony right when he catches it. We're watching. We're just like, that's so great. So those were the two for sure highlights for me.
It's cool. I think it's funny. Like every time the Alvaro, like at least in the beginning, was getting flack for like not going, I'm thinking to myself, I know the Carmels didn't go too, but I was like, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it.
Corey, I looked at Kenzie. I was like, we'll just leave that one.
Let Alvaro. Let him take this one.
He got so much shade for that. So
yeah.
But it was
But he
good.
was shifting from one shade to the next. He had a "you got this, mama" thing that he did.
Yes.
First session.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
If anybody can handle it, Latino Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
There you go. Yeah.
Kelly, did I ask you about your top 2 moments? Okay, sorry. There's been so many. I'm like, I want to make sure that I caught everybody.
Yeah.
So what about Lambert's? When we all go to Lambert's, we talked about the car rides and stuff like that. Did anybody have any kind of crazy encounters at Lambert's? I have a silly one that I could tell while you guys are thinking. Okay, so session 1, we go to Lambert's. Corey and I are at the same table, a couple of people down. The guy's walking around serving okra with his big metal spoon. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll do some. And I just hold my hand out to be silly. And I didn't realize that like Corey's drink was right there. So I hold my hand out like right above Corey's drink. And the guy puts he puts a scoop he puts a scoop right in the palm of my hand. Not a single drip, like not a single crumb falls off. I'm like, oh, thank you. And Corey's just like, don't do that over my drink.
Yeah, I was like, the crumbs are in my drink, and you're like, there's no crumbs in your drink, and I'm like, but there will be if that happens again. Like it's not, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place.
Right. So then in session 2, when we go to Lambert's, same scenario. I'm sitting in the same spot. Couple people down from me is Kara. So it's like, yeah, Lily here, Kara there. And the guy comes around again, and it's the same guy. And I'm like, oh, hey, dude, let's do the handful again. And I put my hand out, and he gets a massive scoop. I mean, just like way too big of a scoop. And I had put my hand right over Kara's drink on purpose to see if I could like tease her, like how I teased Corey.
Yeah.
And he plops it, and it just like so many crumbs fall into her drink. And I felt so bad. And I was like, oh no, this joke has suddenly turned on me. And now I feel terrible. And she was like, no, I'll still drink it. Like, and I was like, no. And the guy like ended up getting her a new drink, but
that's people pleaser right there. That's people pleasing here. I'd be like, I need a new drink right now, please. I'm pretty sure that I think Haley was sitting at my table. I'm pretty sure I told this story of like, guys, if we're gonna reach for the food, like let's just be conscious of where we're putting our hands. We don't need a repeat of the But I mean, this is a session 1 type thing. But like when you did that, then Brad was at our table too.
Oh,
Brad put in okra in Caleb's cup, and then he got a bunch of rolls thrown to him. And at one point, he put a whole roll just in Caleb's.
Yeah, like I looked away, and then I looked back, and Brad had put a roll into my beverage. I was like,
Yeah.
I deserve that. I just took the roll out and I just ate it.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that part.
I had
That's
to,
very on brand.
I had to step up
for Caleb.
Yeah. Anybody else have a funny story from Lambert's?
Kayla does.
I do.
Yeah. Well, I guess not. It's not funny.
It's not. Is it the biscuit or the roll?
Yeah.
We were sitting at the table, and Timon was sitting next to me, and we all got our rolls, and everyone's just like sitting there buttering them up, and all of a sudden he just, guys, if anyone's bored and wants to butter my roll, I mean, just whenever. I was like, oh my gosh, I'll butter your roll, Timon. Poor thing. He only had one hand.
There's multiple occasions when Timon, like, I said something about like using two hands to do something, and he's like, "Come on."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a great job with his one hand. I mean, he had just hurt his wrist the day before, so he was like 24 hours into being in a sling, and he was doing so many things one-handed.
I mean, it was
Pickleball.
his left hand that got injured, so
I know, but still, it was when we were playing Monopoly Deal. He was like he couldn't hold his deck, so he had to like just lay out all of his cards in front of him, and everyone was learning how to play anyway. So I was just like, yeah, I'll tell you what to do with those cards.
Yeah,
that was a fun time. All right, guys, we are winding down here. We only have a few minutes left, and let's see, Janelle is talking in the chat right now.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't think this will be the last time, hopefully, that we communicate with you guys. I mean, obviously, we would love to do like have you guys on at some point separately or together. I think like Hannah, we've already got you, and I'm just kidding. You can come back to, but like some of the other folks on the call, like would love to either have individual, I think, like hanging with episodes, so we can kind of get to know you and get your ghosty origin story out, or we can have
I feel
multiple.
like there are so many, and I can't tell you. There's like 11 people at least who have reached out about wanting to be on.
Yeah.
People who weren't even at Getaway, but like who just saw the pod recently and heard about Ghosties on Second. So I think it'd be really fun if we doubled up on some, like, especially, I mean, Kayla and Kristen, that's a package deal. It's like, why not?
Yeah, we get Haley and Danae.
Yeah, I feel like Emily and Mariah, I feel like you guys would be a great combo. I mean, you guys were great on stage together.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about it, think of a fellow ghostie who you might want to pair up with and be like, hey, we're going to double up and we're going to do this date. So I got to put some dates together and get like a calendar going at this point, because it's a good problem to have, but I just honestly overwhelmed with like did not expect that kind of interest.
Yeah,
that's really sweet.
I feel like this is the most, like, the debrief piece is like fun, but like this truly getting to know people and like having the ability to like share the getting to know with the other people can watch it or whatever. Especially like I think you and I talked about, in a super ideal world, next year we're moving like we're
moving to
Gulf
Kansas
Shores.
City.
No, that's not what I meant.
That's not what you're gonna say.
With that, like we're coming at Gulf Shores trip is coming soon, like this time next year, and people see in the chat who's coming on the trip, and they can truly just go, like, if they want, go watch some of the videos, whatever.
No pressure.
I also said, like, I think Caleb, that was your idea, and I was like, then there's absolutely nothing to talk about when we get to Gulf Shore. Like, you can't repeat the same story.
I know, but there's always something to talk about.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but Hannah, like when we had Hannah on, I learned so many things.
Yeah.
Like when she was talking about her love for World War II stories and history, and then we talked about cats for a while. In fact, that's like after we cut the episode.
That was,
was after.
one of the only hanging wits that I wasn't on. I think I'm like 70% of the way through that. I'm terrible at listening to.
We were talking about like animals in heaven, like whether or not animals are in heaven or not and stuff.
Yeah.
And I dropped a bomb on Shelby because I've always been, this is kind of a nice thing we can end on. I've always been there ain't no pets in heaven. Like Spot is not in heaven. Like whatever. Fluffy, not in heaven. Like there's already other animals in heaven. But now I'm totally like, why not? Why not your pets in heaven? Like heaven's infinity. Like, anybody got some hot takes on pets in heaven?
I feel like Haley's hot take. Yeah.
All right, Haley, hit us up.
So my grandpa was like obsessed with his dog that was like 17 years old. And so we always joked, me and my sister joked about how he would be like giving her a bath and like baptizing her. Just joking around about that. We never told those jokes to him, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
He's crossing his fingers.
I think I'm with you. I think like if God wants us to have a good time in heaven and stuff, like it'll be enjoyable and stuff. Why not? Doesn't
Yeah. Well, because you know
it's not
what?
necessary, I think, but like
Yeah, exactly.
it's not like I don't think taking away from anything either.
We've talked about how like we feel like once we get to heaven, our perspective is just going to be completely obliterated. Like the things that it's not like that nothing matters anymore. It's like we're going to have like revelation of things that we just never even thought about before.
Sure.
So I don't even know if any of this will even matter, but my perspective has changed from being like, don't be dumb, your dog's not in heaven, to like, yeah, why not, dude? That's sure.
Right.
God can do anything. Emily, I know you got a hot take on this.
I have zero perspective, but that's because I didn't grow up with a dog.
Yeah.
There you go.
We didn't have our pet situation growing up was interesting. So I don't really have I like dogs, but I don't really have a strong opinion. When you grow up with mostly like hamsters in that situation,
Awesome.
doesn't really, I don't really have a strong thoughts whether those are in heaven or not.
We at one point we had both a dog and hamsters, and then we found out the hard way, or not the hard way.
A little Jesse Plattner thing.
We found out that we had a boy hamster and a girl hamster. We didn't realize it, and then eventually we had hamster babies, and then some of those hamster babies got loose, and we couldn't find a couple of them, and then we found the remains of a couple of them. My bad.
Wow. So is there a better way for us to end this than that?
Yeah. I think that's the best place to do it.
Okay.
I do have one quick thing from session 2. It won't take long. Okay, so kind of what Lily was saying about just how listening to a podcast gave you this community. It was me and Hannah Warner and a couple of others, but then we kind of just drifted into our own conversation for the sunset cruise. At some point, everyone's like, "Oh, the dolphins." We turn around, we look, but we were just so invested in this conversation that we were having that it's so cool to think like last year was the first time I met her, and now we're just like having this great conversation about life. So it was just a really nice time.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Who said it earlier about connection?
About
Lily?
I think she was saying that she like thrives on that. It's a big thing. Yeah.
That was, I mean, that's a huge part of why the podcast community is so special, is like the connection and how people take the time to care about each other and like really enjoy getting to know each other. And this trip was just, I think I said it earlier, but it was like, it just felt like lightning in a bottle or something.
Raise your hand if you cried in the first 10 minutes of leaving. All right, just us. Okay.
Us and Emily.
Caleb and I silently, like all the way on like Beach Drive, just like, and separate, like same car, separately, like not gonna look at each other.
Yeah, and then I had like the crack of the voice where I was just like, "Thanks for coming, man."
Gosh. Yeah, and then we made memes all the way home, so that helped it.
Yeah.
I think that helped that we were like with Alex and Haley, and we're just like dying laughing the whole time in the airport. Like we were at different gates and we could hear each other laughing.
Yes, that's hilarious.
I love it.
I forgot. Yes, a lot of you kind of not rode together necessarily, but you did to the airport. So yeah, you were kind of living in it for a little bit longer, like as a larger group. That's cool.
Dang. Well, Kristen, Kayla, Thomas, Hannah, Kelly, Amanda, Jason, Haley, Emily, Samuel, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
This is definitely not goodbye. This is see you later. But Ghosties who've been tuning in, this has been Hangin with the Gulf Shore Ghosties session 2. And we'll see you next time. Much love. See ya.
See ya.
Ghosties on second.